So that was how she started getting money to rent a better apartment. This time she went to the hospital. Before she got to the hospital, she gave birth in the bus. Is that not miraculous? So God has been on her side. God has been helping. So she tried and joined a church, a redeemed church around the environment where she lived. In that redeemed church, people would give her clothes, people would give their baby clothes, all of those responsibilities began to drop. People would also give her foodstuffs. She wasn't using her money to buy foodstuffs anymore. She was a happy person, and that was it. Like, life became very amazing in a little way for her. Before you knew it, one thing led to another. Obinna disappeared into thin air. She couldn't find Obinna or anywhere again. She went to the places where Obinna has taken her previously, and they had to break the news to her that he is not their brother. Can you imagine that? Because they are from the same state, blah blah blah, and all of that. She was living life alone, sending her children to school, making sure they have the best life. She made sure that those children never experienced anything like suffer or suffering. She was always there with them. She was their father, she was their mother. She actually played her role very, very excellently well. So at some point, her first daughter had to help her carry, those snacks that she makes around the vicinity and all of that. And one day, the daughter almost got raped. But because of the kind of person that she is in the community, people came out to fight for her. People came out to, punish the person that actually almost raped her daughter. And that was the day she stopped her daughter from selling or going to help her with those snacks that she was selling. Now, remember I told you that she had a stepbrother that she actually lived with, that the stepbrother's wife was wicked to her. Things were hard for them. She now had to send her son to Lagos. The stepbrother's wife's son, or let's just say the stepbrother's son, came to Lagos to live with Nonso. Now, Chinonso, on the other hand, because of the big heart that she has, accepted the boy. The boy came, he was going to school. At the same time, he was helping with the sales of the snacks. Until one day, he went and stole recharge card. And they wanted to burn him to death. And Chinonso came on crying. Please, I don't look for trouble. Don't do this to this boy. I promise to return him back to his parents. She was so disappointed. And that was how they left the boy, because of the good name that she has in the community. She went through so much tribulations from married women that are with their husbands. They judge her because they don't even know what she has been through in life or what happened in her relationship or in her marriage. But they are seeing her like a woman that is not competent enough to actually have a husband or a man. Now they started addressing her children as bastards. Oh, you're a bastard, you don't know your father. Any little fights the children encountered with people. In fact, people will always come and look for their trouble, and so that they can use the opportunity to call her a bastard or call the children bastards. She also had 2 girls, and that was how she continued with life. She was able to send them to school, and also she made sure that they lived a very, very beautiful life. Now, in the future, in the present, her children are the ones taking care of her now, and she's so happy. Her children has had grandchildren too, because now her children brings her joy, peace, love, and harmony. And she didn't even bother to remarry again. And she has been asked why She doesn't want to remarry. She said her children are enough for her. Her children has given her so much joy that a man has not given her. So to the glory of God, we'll be ending our story here. Thank you guys for following up. Thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate you guys. Till another story again. So guys, in your opinion, what do you think about this story? Do you think also had an encounter with a spirit? Because it's more like anywhere whoever knows them as a couple, they've not really come to her to say, oh, I saw your husband somewhere, I saw your kids that somewhere, I saw your husband somewhere. It's actually very strange. Now I want to ask you, my viewers, do you think that this man is actually a spirit? Because tell me why you will not have, even if it's a brother or a sister or a father or a mother. Because in all of these years, Obina actually met Chinonso's family, which was Chinonso's younger ones. They actually came around. So he knows her family, but she doesn't know his family even till date. So guys, in the comments, I want to know what you all think. Do you think he's a spirit? Do you think he's living another life in another place? Do you think he has a family somewhere else? Why was he not consistent in, loving Chinonso like he has promised? Why was he not consistent in taking responsibilities as a man or as a husband or the head of the home? That is what I want you guys to actually comment in the comment section and tell me why Chinonso is bent on meeting this kind of person after what she has been through in life. God would have just given her somebody that will compensate all her troubles, all her pains, and everything that she has been through and wipe her tears away. Why this same person that is not even serious with her, that is not even ready to give her what she wants? Why? I have so many whys, okay? So you guys, tell me what you believe or what your opinion is on this story, and tell me what you learned also on this story. So to the glory of God, we'll be ending our story here. Thank you guys for following up. Thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate you guys. Till another story again. Peace out, guys. I remain your host, Oluchi Godwin. Bye.